Hi everybody, I'm James Spadola, City Council at Large for Wilmington. Very happy to be joined today by Mr. Kwanzaa Timmons of Christiana Care, who's embedded with the Wilmington Police Department as part of the Partners in Care partnership. So can you share what the Partners in Care mission is, go into your day-to-day activities, and also talk about the results, the actual impact on the people you've served in terms of kept X amount of people out of prison, got so many people into housing. Any fine details you can share?
Gotcha. So our program, essentially, we were designed to address like the mental health needs within the city of Wilmington in regards to police response. So we do that in addition to the substance use disorder as well. So a typical day for me would be, when I come into office, I check my referrals. My referrals typically come from the officers that were out and the clinicians that were out the night before. So they'll give me an individual that they came in contact with. I'll reach out to that individual to see their needs. So we'll speak. They may need to be connected to mental health treatment, a therapist, be reconnected to getting medication. So they may need some guidance with that. So we'll reach out, we'll discover the needs, and then I'll connect them or I'll give them the information to be connected. After that, I'll usually follow up maybe in a week or two just to see if the connection has been made. We've had instances where 911 has been called by an individual for, sometimes they'll call 10 times a day, just about anything. And most of the time it has like a mental health component. So, we'll go out to the individual, and now we'll make it to the point where they can contact me. So instead of calling 911, they can contact me, and then we'll speak about their issues, and that's helpful because it keeps the calls clear from 911, that don't need to be there. So they'll reach out to me. So we'll have that. Also, we've had instances where we'll get multiple 911 calls from a family regarding their family member that has mental health disorder, mental health issues. So we have reached out, and so our co-responders will take an individual to the hospital for evaluation if necessary. And we were able to get and this may have been a 3-month period of working with the family, a mother and a son, adult child. We were able to help him get into housing. So it turned out to be a good outcome because it was multiple calls to the residents. 911 was out there often, but we were able to help facilitate him getting from there into a group home. So, we do have good outcomes. That's one story, but the program is beneficial because we typically follow the individual from that initial conversation that I have until they are actually connected to service.
So tell me about the original intent behind the unit and how your mission has evolved over time.
Gotcha. So initially we're designed to address mental health needs in the community and substance use needs in the community. So the intent is for our co-responders to respond with the officer on calls regarding mental illness or a substance use disorder component. We've kind of evolved since the beginning into offering resources, kind of across the board. But our primary focus is on mental illness and substance use disorder.
So how long has this been in operation for?
We've been a little over a year. So
okay.
March of 2024, we first started.
One of the things that's impressed me the most with your unit, and what I think is so important with what you all do, is your ability to follow through. With, as a former law enforcement officer, you're handling the complaint, you're on to the next. Mm-hmm. And I know, the situations that we've been involved with together, like you are literally driving people to try to get them housing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You are basically filling out the paperwork, not the signature, of course, but
yes.
you are.
Yes, and that's true, and that is sometimes beyond like the scope of what we
Sure.
do, but we're in this profession because we have that desire to help and we love helping people. So there are times when, I will leave the office and connect with someone. I had a gentleman who was looking for housing, and that's something that it's difficult, to locate housing for people at this time. But we were able to connect him to a resource with senior housing that didn't have any that had openings at the time. So he said that he didn't know how to get there. He said that he didn't know how to complete the application as well. So I got in my car, went into the community, and he followed me he knew the place that we were going to meet, followed me from there right to the retirement place. Awesome. When I left them, they were filling out the application.
Okay. So. I think I know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Has there been a time when you've been involved in a situation with the officer there, mm-hmm. and there's been disagreement on how to handle it, mm-hmm. where it's even maybe the officer thinks that you should handle it, and you think the guy needs to be arrested, just to give the flip side, mm-hmm. Or of course the more likely alternative is perhaps the officer thinks the person should be arrested, and you think that you should handle it. Mm-hmm. How do you handle that inevitable tension that arises? With
our co-responders, when they go out, the good thing now is we have 2 officers that are assigned to our unit, to our team. So they've had the opportunity to, work with each other for some time now. So they're able to kind of, feed off of each other now. So the officers have done a really, really good job of ensuring safety first for our co-responders, and then deferring to the co-responders on matters that will, involve like mental health. So they'll defer, but they've just done a really good job of not stepping on each other's toes, kind of allowing the other person to, to be heard, and then they'll work it out ultimately.
Awesome. Yeah. How big do you think the unit could get? Like how much demand is there for what you do?
So there is demand. In this year that we've been in operation, we are almost up to 500 new individuals that we've serviced. And we do have the opportunity to grow. I do believe that another co-responder will be good, and possibly a pair as well. The good thing is with Christiana Care, we do have pairs that we can call and that we can, with the community SOS program. So we call them and they can get things done as well. But I do think that there is opportunity for growth within the unit, for sure.
What other agencies have you been collaborating with outside of the police department? Like, do you have a good contact at the State Social Service Agency?
Yes, State Social Service Agency, Connexio Care, Horizon House. A lot of the people that we service are connected to different agencies already in the community. So I'll get on the phone and I'll contact an individual, like a team leader with Connexio or leadership there. And we have, developed a good partnership as well, and just teamwork to be able to just help, the people that we serve. So.
What is the best way for the public to reach out to you in the instance where there's an individual, something's going on, not criminal, the person might not want the police department to respond. Mm-hmm. Generally, that they'll reach out to me, and I reach out to you, uh-huh. And I know that even when I reach out to the police department, they're probably going to send the partners in care unit. So,
exactly.
What do you think is the best way for somebody who doesn't know the system? Like, what would you guide the public to do?
So if it's not an emergency, I would suggest contacting the non-emergency number. But also they can call our telephone number directly, 302-576-3189. That comes directly to me. Okay. If I'm not in the office, they can leave a voicemail message, and I follow up with everything. We also have our email as well, partnersincare@christianacare.org, where they can reach out to us as well.
And you guys are Monday through Friday?
Yes.
Hours, generally speaking?
Monday through Friday, we have a co-responder that's out with an officer from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
And then we have another one from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, wow.
And I'm typically in the office between the hours of 8 and 4, Monday through Friday.
So social services is in your blood.
It's been my life. I have a passion for helping people. So, and I have a genuine desire to help people.
And you do, I know this.
Thank you, thank you. And you do as well, but because we've been able to coordinate on different things, and I've been able to reach out to you and you've assisted us, so I appreciate that.
I'm happy to do it. What do you have a message for elected officials? Like, how else can people help other than sending in complaints?
I mean, the thing is just being on the lookout for things, you know, noticing a person's behavior or change in behavior, and being kind to people, reaching out to people, and asking them, is there anything that we can do? Is there any help or any assistance that you need? So.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Timmons, for joining us today. And thank you for watching. I'm James Spadola, City Council at Large, and see you around soon.
Thank you.